All right. Yeah, hello and welcome to the Berlin Mitte Institut für bessere elektronische Musik on Shouted FM. This is the Canarias Crea Killekill show today. And next to me is sitting Gaf, J-A-F, from Spain you are, right? Yes. And first of all, I would like to know what actually is Canarias Crea, what is it all about?
Well, Canarias Crea is actually a project done by Luis and Amanda, a lot. And it's basically a showcase from electronic music artists and visual artists from Canary Islands. It's basically some kind of a view on what is happening to so distant islands like Canary Islands, you know, that we actually exist. So that is, I think, the idea. You agree, Luis?
Yes.
Yes, that's the idea.
Okay, so and what kind of, how did it develop this concept?
Well, maybe it's not me to answer that question, but Luis maybe.
All right, so Elodie is going to answer this complicated. All right, here.
Well, this project, this is the second year that we do this. Is mainly a showcase. The idea is to shorten the distance between the Canary Islands and the main scenes like Berlin. And we have changed like 90% at least of the lineup from last year. So we try to give an opportunity to everybody that does something interesting in the islands, as far as music or visual goes, to come here and perform in one of the most important scenes in the world.
Why did you change the artists?
Well, the festival itself is funded by the Canary Islands government, and their main aim is to promote, of course, as many artists as possible. We believe there is artists enough to do like 2, maybe 3, with totally different artists. Then after the 4th, probably we will start repeating. But we have a lot of artists that do a lot of interesting things. And the main characteristic is their distance to these scenes, have them a part of like hypes, and that like I see many artists in Berlin and other places, they play or make quite of the same music, and that's our difference maybe.
So what's the exact difference in music? Can you tell us?
Well, the difference firstly is we try to not combine different styles of music, from experimental to dub, hip-hop, techno, and so. And we focus our events in a different way than is usually in Berlin, where you hear the same music from the very beginning to the very end.
Oh, okay, all right. I was just at the door. I couldn't really listen. But thank you anyway. Okay, so much about Canarias Crea now. And now let's talk more about you, Gav. What do you study?
Well, what I study? Well, actually, I'm into the Canadian contemporary literature, which has nothing to do with the stuff we are going to present here in Berlin. And well, basically, there are some links. But
yeah, there is one special thing. There is kind of a link to electronic music.
Actually, I'm not professional musician. I'm not living from the music. Well, I would love to, but you know, when you try to research your deep emotions and forces behind the music, it's difficult to live with. Now the link is the noise music, of course, which is actually my passion, and experimental music, which has a direct relation with my studies, which is basically experimental literature in Canada in the last 30 years.
Can you tell us a bit more about the link of the noise music and the Canadian literature?
Well, of course, there is one principle, if we can call principle, into this chaos, which is noise music. And that principle is that the noise music doesn't understand of any models. There are no standards that are to be accepted. It's a free music, and you can approach to it from a different perspectives. The market is not so important as it happens nowadays, and as it happen every time, you know. So the link in Canada is that also there is no model, especially when you approach commercial literature. You find that there is no single cultural model, but there are as many as there are cultures in Canada, and that is something really significant, because it's a kind of anarchy, cultural anarchy, where every view, every culture, every sound, every tone is completely accepted. The same happens in the noise music. There are no limits to the human creativity, and I think in that sense Canada is a post-modern country, and soon will give us a very interesting insight into our own existence, I think.
I get two questions on that noise music apparently is so very free. Yeah. First thing is, even though some theorists said that even in chaos there are some schemes, yeah, that have to be there, otherwise you can't call it chaos. Yeah. And the next thing is that I mean, noise music isn't something really new. It all has been done by some people before, not even a few ones. And just the way they're reproducing, making noise, yeah, they already apply similar patterns and things, yeah, and just reproduce these constantly and kind of standardize them, yeah. What do you think on this?
Well, the noise music was a lot of people did the noise music. Avant-garde in the beginnings of the 20th century did the noise music, futurist. But if we take seriously John Cage's word, you know, the music, the noise was always there, but we were simply not aware of it, because our way of thinking and understanding the world just didn't allow us to see that there are sounds everywhere. And basically, if we forget what is music and let's say destroy that concept, we would find that everything is sound, and it's happening every time, all the time, and everywhere, and it's something really nice, you know.
All right, very nice. Thanks a lot. Nice opinions. I think so. You're gonna play now after LOD. So what are you going to present us?
Sorry.
You're now playing after LOD. You're playing kind of a live set as well. Yeah. Just after the interview. And I was wondering, so what are you going to present us?
Well, I wanted to make a remark, and GAF actually it's a psychedelic rock band, but now I'm gonna do some ambient stuff. And on Wednesday, next Wednesday, not this one, but on the 16th in Berghain, I'm gonna play with my drummer. He's not playing drums. We will see what's gonna happen there, but I'm gonna do a kind of a special set.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, thank you much for the interview, and now have fun with the music.